Welcome to the Sk8LikeYou podcast.
What's going on, everybody? Hey, it's Mark, Sk8LikeYou podcast, Sk8LikeYou.com. I am here with legendary Atlanta's own Kojak Anderson, Lady T. Thank you guys so much for doing this. I appreciate it. This is seriously, I'm never nervous about doing this. I swear. I don't prepare anything. I don't think about it. Half the time I'm like just scrambling to get to my computer on time. You guys had me sweating. Let me tell you.
Right, that's right.
But yeah, it's an honor. It really, really is. It means the world to me. I can't wait. I think it'll be a good time. So the first thing I just want to, we'll open up with this because sometimes I kind of wait a little while to ask this question, but let's just get it out of the way. I'm going to ask you T first.
Okay.
Can you tell me, do you remember the first time that you ever put on roller skates?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, give me the rundown.
1972. I was born in 1963. My first time ever putting on a pair of roller skates was in Birmingham, Alabama. They were the flyways. It was called flyways. The metal skates with a key to adjust them. I was about 6 years old.
So did those like attach to like your shoes or something? Is that how that worked? Or
Foot in with your shoes on, and you can adjust the top part where they come out. You can adjust them in or out. Okay. And that's what you had the skate key for. So when you that small, little skate about that big, about that wide. So and then you just it's a strap, like a brown. Every strap was brown, and you just tighten it up to your ankle size, and you take off. Yeah.
No kid. So that's like so like by the time I was around, like when I was real little, it was those Fisher Price, like those yellow and blue ones or whatever they were. You ever see those things? It's like every kid my age had those. So
our kid had.
Yeah. Were you skating like at a rink at that point, or were you skating like just in the street? Like what were you doing?
In the streets. In the streets on a rocky road. Then it goes into dirt. You got to jump over a little dirt pile and then get back into the rocky road. But yeah, we didn't have rinks back then. At least we had rinks back then.
Okay. All right. Kojak, how about you? You remember the first time you put on skates?
Yeah. First time I put on skates, my mom bought me some skates. I'm from Dixie Hill in Atlanta, a little project. I'm from the projects, and she bought us some skates as well. We had a big hill, and we called it bunker. We used to put those skates on and go down those hills real fast, and it was kind of scary. But it was, and a lot of time we when the model bus came by, we'll hold on to the back of the bus, let take off with the bus or something like that. But we had a lot of fun with it as well.
What's that? How long ago was that?
Oh, I probably was like 7 years old at that time.
Man, what do you think top speed was hanging onto a bus?
Yeah, top speed. It was scary.
What was it?
I don't know what the speed was, but I know we were going pretty fast.
I mean, yeah, 10 miles an hour is fast on a street with a pebble. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely true.
Yeah.
All right. So when did either you can answer this however you want, but like, so when do you guys first start getting into rinks, like hitting up the rink?
I started when my family moved here to Atlanta in 1972. Like I said, I was introduced to the indoor rinks by my neighbor. So I was just, rolling now. When we moved to Atlanta, me and my family, I did have a high boot at that time, but it still had aluminum wheels. So I was just rolling up and down the driveway. And then we were introduced to the indoor rink. That was it was actually called Greenbrier Skating Rink here in Atlanta, Georgia. So that was in 72.
72. So would you say like, okay, so you're prior to that, you got your metal skates, you're outside. Like, are you like by the time you get to the rink, or was it before that? Would you say that like you really, really kind of fell in love with skating, like before the rink or after getting involved with the rink? What would you
Um,
say?
well, for me, I felt I'm a born roller skater.
There you
So
go.
legends are born, so I'm a born roller skater.
Yeah.
So, when I was like 3 years old, I wanted skates. I didn't want milk. I wanted,
Mm.
I wanted skates. So yeah, by the time I first hit the rink, the indoor rink, I was too advanced. I was already advanced because I was skating outside. So, you know,
Yeah.
it was whew, it was different, but it was good. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
just
I mean, yeah, skating rocky roads and all that stuff. I mean, yeah, you were
yeah.
the rink was like nothing, like
Right.
so. Okay, how about you, Kojak? What was the first rink that you like were skating regularly at?
Uh, at age of 7, I stopped skating, and I started doing other things. I played football, Pop Warner football and whatnot. So the skates got put away, but I got introduced back, came back into skating in 1980. Well, Lady T, one of her friends, introduced me to Lady T, and I skated in the Brownies. The Browns skate for like 2 years. Some around the greatest skaters in America. And I know in order for me to get Miss T, I had to be a great skater myself because
Yeah.
she was a great skater. I wasn't a great skater at that particular time.
Thank
So
you.
what I did, I worked on my craft. I looked at a lot of skilled skaters, and I become one of the best skaters around right now. I appreciate the time Miss T gave me and not kicking me to the side because I couldn't skate.
Yeah, I no scrubs, no scrubs. No.
So okay, so you brought it up. So let's just get like let's hear the story. Like when you guys meet you must have met at the rink. I'm assuming, right?
That's
Oh
correct.
yeah.
That's correct.
Okay, so when was it? What was the rink? Who fell in love first?
He fell in love with me.
Of course you're gonna say that.
The little tight blue jeans, the little top, little braids in the hair, little bow legged, had a little style to my little shape, in love with me. I wasn't interested. I wasn't interested in him at that time. I was young.
Yeah.
I had a boyfriend, so you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Past tense had.
Yeah, he swooped in.
Absolutely.
So but you were saying you're trying to get your game up though. You're trying to get your skate game up to impress her. Is that what
Oh,
you're
yeah.
that's
What I think what mostly got her was I was always a sharp dresser. Even though if I couldn't skate, I was a sharp dresser. I wore a lot of nice clothes,
Even on skates.
even on skates. And I think what mostly got to her once we got together was her parents. Um, I fell in love with her parents. Her mom,
Mm.
they love me and they love me today. Her dad is deceased now, but I fell in love with her parents. Her parents fell in love with me. So that bond kept keeping us together. You know, been around long.
It means a lot, man. Like when in-law, you hear all that stuff about in-laws, right? There's always bad jokes about in-laws, you know what I
Right.
mean? And nobody likes their in-laws. But I tell you what, when when in-laws take you in as their own the same way, I don't know. I think it makes the whatever bond you have with your significant other all that stronger.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, you know. But all right, so so you talked about trying to always staying fresh as far as the clothes went. It's funny because like I feel like for me, right, like when I skate, and I think this comes from like b-boying and stuff, like watching my older brother, but like I always have to feel right, like with
Right.
my gear in
Right.
order for me to skate right.
Yeah.
I don't know. And the funny thing is I watch you online and you're just like me. You got the same dilemma where we get all dressed up and we just sweat through that shit.
Hey.
Right? Yo, I'm not even kidding. You can ask anybody I skate with, okay? Anybody that we know, that we both know. I bring like 3 t-shirts
Mm.
every session. I change like 3 times.
Wow.
It's ridiculous.
You, you
But
ain't rolling. That's my one of my mottos.
Yeah.
If you ain't sweating, you ain't rolling.
That's right.
That's it.
Well, I'm rolling. Let me tell you.
Oh, that's right. That's right. And it's a
All right.
it's ironic that you say that because a lot of people say, "Man, that is he on Molly? Is he drinking?" So I
Alcoholic.
got a natural high, and if you're gonna do something, go out there and be the best at it. And when you
Right.
rolling, you're not thinking about nothing else but getting your skate on.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, there's it's too much time where I get lost in music and I get lost in my own vibe,
Right.
or I get lost in a crowd. You know what I mean? Because I
Yeah.
think there's like for me, it's like two different things. Like I have kind of two different modes I get into. It's where I'm locked in with everybody around me, or I'm just locked in solo.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I don't know. I don't think there's any better place,
That's
No.
right.
personally.
Right.
So, all right. So you guys skating that you come around 80? Is that what you said? 1980?
1980.
I started in 72.
I
72.
80, but
1972.
I started when I was 7 years old. Whatever. I'm 63 now, so
Mm.
yeah.
And so like, yeah. So, okay. Now, so T, you started 72 and you're like, and now are you at that same rink that whole time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I met Kojak. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I was in that rink from 72 to about what,
So
80,
probably about
81.
80, 83, something like that.
No, when we met in 81.
I'm talking about when the rink closed, shut down. He just
Oh yeah.
about 83, something like
Some
that.
that's
83.
many years.
Been a long time.
A long
Yeah.
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 So you guys have been together. So what's the anniversary then for you guys?
January the 16th. We got married in 1986.
86. Okay.
Dated
Okay.
before we got married.
All right.
She don't.
So
I do.
I don't have to.
I met her March the 14th, um, uh, um, 1980.
Ooh,
he got all the dates. Look at him.
Got it
long
down.
time.
Got it down.
I can't
I'm telling
dates. I can't remember all
you,
the dates.
you don't have to. It's the dude's the one that gets messed up if they don't remember it. You know what I mean?
That's
That's
right.
right.
That's right.
Ding ding.
We're the only ones getting quizzed. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
All right. So okay. So you guys are skating together through the 80s and stuff. Like when do you think that it became like a thing where like you guys like were when do you think like the legend status kind of took place for you guys? What would you say that was?
I would say 2014 when we started having skate parties, skate events.
Okay.
So when we started having skate events and we start doing invites, sending out invites, just inviting old skaters, that had stopped skating to come back out and say, hey, this is what we're doing. Old school, we're bringing uh, ATL skating back the way it used to be. So, that gap, we kind of bridged the gap by coming back together. And our very first skate party, I mean, we shut the doors down at Sparkle
Mm.
in Smyrna. The fire department actually had to come there and wanted to meet Kojak and T and Lady T, and he was like, "You all are the ones that are responsible for this big crowd. So, but we're not going to shut you all down." And we was like, "What is the problem? You've reached capacity."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at that point where we start, that was our very first skate event to bring all the skaters back together in Atlanta. Okay, so the more parties we continued to have, everybody was like, "Oh, that's T and Kojak, man, y'all legends. Y'all been skating." So that's basically how it got started. Yeah.
So you said something kind of interesting there. I want to just for everybody that's listening. Now you said you wanted to bridge this gap and introduce people to the way Atlanta skating used to be.
Yes.
Can either of you kind of give everybody that's listening kind of like an idea? What do you mean by that? Like what was missing, or what were you trying to bring back? What were you trying to introduce to maybe like the new school?
Well, I guess basically, a couple of years ago, it was always stated that ATL didn't have a style. So we was just trying to bring our style and our culture back because some of the famous people in Atlanta went to the skating rink. Was at Dallas Austin, Divine Stevenson, and we wanted to be recognized as we wanted them to come back out and just show respect where we come from and our legacy, and just we really truly love skating. So our culture just means so much to us, and we want the new generation to understand it. Don't forget about the OGs who's on for you all. It's always somebody before you all, and just not forget that. Just respect them as well.
Absolutely. Oh man. So yeah, like now, what would you say, like for if for either of you, if you had either a first style or like a base style or fundamental style, what would you say it is for either of you?
It's only one style. I don't cross over styles. It's only one style with me. The new they do with me, but I'm all ATL. I'm all ATL style. You'll never see me doing anybody else style.
We have
All right.
we call it a signature style. And what that is, when you think about Atlanta back in the day, like it used to be, and what we were bringing back was the hardcore,
aggressive
skating style, and where the floor is just so packed,
sweating like yourself.
Yeah, and just sweating, and everybody, just roller skating, and like I said, Atlanta style that comes from 30, 40 years ago was a hardcore skate style. You have to, the moves are similar. What they're doing now, the younger generation, we don't expect them to skate that style exactly the way we made it up, 30, 40 years ago. But you can see all the similarity. It's just that you're going to see the aggressiveness, the ugly face, the clapping, everything. That's
that grimy, like rah. Yeah.
That's ATL. That's the ATL original style.
And I tell you what, it resonates because that video that just, I mean, you guys know you knew I was gonna bring this up. That video of Cowboy and you guys in that line, you know what I mean? Like that to me is what you're talking about. Am I right?
Right.
That's that.
We talking about.
That's that aggressive.
Yeah. Even with that video, a lot of people say that's not skating. It's not. It's entertainment.
It's entertainment.
We really not skaters. We entertainers.
Right.
No one is watching you. No one is saying this guy can skate. We love it. And even when I go to shuffle skating events, I love shuffle skating. I love it. It's high intent. It's high intense. They great skaters and it's fast paced. It's not for everybody. Yeah. So if you can't skate, do not go because you will get hurt.
Yeah.
That's real.
Oh yeah, they move.
They move.
Yes, they move.
So I swear to God. So like, because I came up, I skated in Maine. That's where I came up.
Okay.
Right? And Maine is like, it's like for skating, it's like an island of like in its style where there isn't like, it's so individualistic in style.
Right.
You know what I mean? And there's such a freestyle element to everything. A lot of that kind of that crazy rubber leg, kind of rubber ankle stuff going on. But like when I came down, when I started skating down here, when I moved to PA and then I started hitting the events, I swear in the South, I don't care if it's Georgia, like any state around there. I swear it's either super fast or it's slowed way down, all depending on the zip code you go to.
That's right. That's true.
Code. That's it.
Like, but it's everything. It is everything down there.
Right.
Yeah.
So when does it like break for you? Like what's the first time that like someone comes to you and is like, hey, we want you to be in this movie, or we want you to be in this? Like, what was the first time that ever happened?
Was it?
I guess ATL movie. When we was in the ATL movie.
The ATL.
We got a call that we need to come out there that Thursday, and we went out. And when I tell you, we caused habits. Cause being honest with you, a lot of people try to leave us out. We are the original skaters, and they try to leave us out, and it's gonna be known tonight. And you can't leave out what God has put me and Miss T to do. And once Chris Robinson saw us skate, he went from set 1 to 270. Like, who are these guys? I'm dragging all you guys around on the golf cart, and these guys causing a habit with their skates on.
Yeah, we actually.
So he pulled us to the side, apologized to us, and say, y'all gonna have a set in the movie. So that's what we got in.
They wanted some OGs.
Yeah,
Those,
They got them.
they
yeah,
got them.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. They got them.
So now, how well does that movie depict Atlanta skating? Do you think it does it, or is it kind of like a little, maybe just a little Hollywood?
It's a little Hollywood. It's
Yeah,
not. It don't portray where we from. It don't portray where we from. It don't portray who we are.
I've written.
Mhm.
So we got the full story coming out as well.
I've written the real story of our life.
But the good thing about it is I'm glad it was done because it really put Atlanta back on the map.
Yeah,
And some of the skaters in there, we appreciate them as well.
yeah,
That's going out and showcasing their talent as well, especially the young generation. So it means a lot to me and Miss T.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what, anything to put it on the map, you know what I mean? Anything to like that kind of exposure for skating. I mean, it's all good, to a certain degree. I always wondered though too, because I watched that movie, and you know what's funny? It sticks out in that movie. I don't know, like, but it was like Ti was always talking about, like, there's just only one rule: you cannot fall,
Yeah.
like ever fall,
Oh.
And I'm thinking,
Oh,
man, I don't know, man. Like, is that like a real? That's not like a real deal, like, thing, is it? Like it was just like, no, you cannot fall. If you fall, it's over for you.
well, you have to a certain extent, yes.
In a skate contest,
Because
not just skating. In a skate contest, if you fall, you
Yeah.
disqualified. But regular skating, that's natural. And we're not gonna talk about Evil Knievel right here. She had broke her jaw, broke her tail.
Oof.
Miss T have been injured real bad in the skating circuit
I'm a
and broke her
soldier.
wrist. So shout out to Miss T and Michelle as well. They are true
Mm,
come to skating.
Yeah, but
mm.
I mean that was kind of true though. In the setting back in the day, the setting, the floor just packed, and the rule was do not fall because if you fell with a packed floor like that,
Oh yeah, you take it out of everybody.
get
Oh yeah. Oh
run over.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
get run over.
Yeah.
So that part, that was, that was true. I don't know who told him about that, but that was true.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's like, because I mean, that makes perfect sense. Like, but the way it was like depicted was like, yeah, if you ever fall, man, like like your reputation's dead. You know what I mean? And
Oh
I'm thinking,
no,
Uh,
I'm like, that's not real. But that's cool. Like, so okay, so you guys got on that. What was that like anyway? So that's the first time, like, you're on a movie set. You know what I mean? Like how many days are you doing that? Like, what was that like? Was that just just another experience? Like, was it just something crazy?
I mean, it was our first experience. I mean, to because we wasn't there. We wasn't there the whole movie set. We
Right.
were only there. I would say maybe 2 or 3 days. So we were like really ready to get the ATL skate story out, but
Hmm.
about it wasn't about us. It was about, I guess, just trying to put something together. They heard about Atlanta, Atlanta skating, but they didn't. Well, to me, they didn't get the real story. But it was similar because they had a guy, trying to tell about how it used to be, quote unquote. But it was a start of something. It was.
Was there like a pressure for either of you to be like, yo, like, if we're gonna get on this, like, we got to show out, like, we have to?
we like the
No,
lights.
we were
We love the
ready.
lights.
We
Yeah.
were
We love the
ready.
lights.
We
Uh,
were
it-
ready.
we real we like showmanship. We
We
love the
are
lights. So
entertainers.
so that really made our day. I just want people to understand is um that movie is basically portrayed where we from, quote unquote.
Hmm.
But on the other hand, if you're gonna do a movie, come to the right sources, come to the right people who know something about where you're from. Don't bring in that don't know. That's my only thing, because I'm real sensitive about where I'm from, and that area code and where you from means a lot. Don't migrate here and say you're from Atlanta where you're not from.
Mm,
I'm born and raised in the ATL. I'm always
mm.
and I only skate one style. That's ATL style.
All right. All right. So, Kojak, tell me, where's the Popeye thing come from?
Uh, I bought some Popeye socks, and my wife say, I'm gonna do you a shirt, and she done me a
I
shirt.
designed
She done
t-shirts.
she do t-shirts, and that's where it come from. Just something that we just having fun with,
Yeah.
and it have blew up. It have blew up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I'm not Superman. I'm Popeye.
I was gonna say, so Popeye is that supersedes Superman. I didn't mean to say it like that, but
Yeah.
so when does now does Superman, is that like something someone gave you? Did someone put that nickname on you?
No, I put that name together for all of us because we the super family. Not only the me and Miss T skates, our two sons skates as well. So it came from we're a super family. We our kids skated. We took them to the skating rink when they was 1 or 2 years old. They was able to go into adult session because the owners know we weren't having no problem with them coming in. They'll let them come in and sit down on the adult session. So we just call ourselves the super family.
Yeah, other
Cool.
skaters was calling us the super
Super
family.
family, yeah.
So we just started,
So we
you
took that
know,
name and we just
yeah.
rolled with the Superman logo.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So um who would you say, like, for if there is anybody for each of you, like, was there a skater or maybe like a crew or whatever, like somebody that like you really kind of respected, looked up to as you were coming up, as you were, growing as skaters? Like, who are the people that you really looked to and were influencing you?
Yeah. Well, for me, it was a skate crew. I don't know if I don't even think they had a name. They were just a skate crew that would dress alike every night,
Okay.
in the karate outfits, karate-
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
the karate
Yeah. They dressed
outfits.
up in the Bruce Lee outfits.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
and they would skate behind each other, doing the same move, the ATL style too. But we kind of took that style. I looked up to them because it was aggressive. I love the moves and I love the outfits. And so with that being said, when I hooked up with Kojak and JC, and we started, minute the outfits and everything, but we didn't do the karate outfits. We did do the socks and the short pants, the little hot
The little
pants.
tennis.
Uh-huh.
But I will have to say that skate crew is, who I looked up to, and they were all guys, no female. I
Mm.
didn't see a female that I, wanted to kind of, that I really admired as a roller skater.
Mm.
It was all
What about you?
guys.
What about you, Kojak?
No one for me.
I love that.
No,
I wanted to say that
no, no,
too,
no.
but
Yeah. No one for me because when I came in, I had to teach myself how to skate. So I was
Mm,
watch great skaters, but I always told myself I'm gonna be better than them. I always challenge
mm.
myself in anything I do, work, whatever I do. I want to be number one. I don't come two to nobody. So I took that style. I emulated that style. I got real aggressive with it. I learned and taught myself no one.
but me.
No, no, but you know what? See, I get that mentality though, right? Like my whole thing, like, as far as like skating goes, like, I mean, like, literally, like, Skate Like You is like not like a. I mean, it's like, I don't want to be like anybody.
Me neither.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? I don't want to skate like anybody. And the people that I respect the most, they cannot be mistaken for anybody else. You know what I mean? They might have a discipline or a style, but they
Yeah.
do it like nobody else.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
And so I don't know that. So I totally respect that. I get it. You know what? So when it, you said about 2014 was the first event that you guys did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2014. Hmm.
And what was the name of that event?
ATL Original Skaters,
18.
old school.
Yeah.
ATL Old School Original
Skaters.
Skaters. Yeah,
Okay.
that was our first annual skate jam,
Mm-hmm.
and it blew up from there. It blew.
And it still happens every year,
Yeah,
right?
we
Yeah.
Well, Kojak can tell you how many parties we've had.
We right now in 10 years we'll have 51 skate parties. 10 years. Yeah. No one has done that. We haven't went under 600 people in neither one of our parties.
Yeah. Except for COVID. And
Yeah, when
we
COVID.
clocked out.
Yeah.
We clocked out with 345
With COVID.
that Sunday night during that COVID. We didn't even know anything about COVID, but we were wondering why that night was kind of light. 345 skaters. That's nobody to us. Yeah.
Yo, COVID skate for you guys is like the best attendance at every other event ever. I ain't even lying, dude. That's just the truth, man. We got Philly holding the event. We got $150 tonight, man. We're happy. You know what I mean? You got COVID 360. We got a person for every day of the year, and we're light. Give me a break. Oh my God. Yo, but that's such a testament though to what people respect. You know what I mean? Like, are they coming from everywhere for this thing?
I don't know.
Quote unquote, yes and no. We base all our skate parties on our city. We cater to our city. We cater to our city. And so if we can, a lot of people cater for out of town people. We cater for our state. We really love the ATL. So we get a lot of our skater from Atlanta.
Yeah.
We get a lot of skater as well. We get some out of town skater, but we mostly base our event on where we're from.
But we're not so-called known as national parties, but we have more than a so-called national party. But Georgia is on the map, is it not?
Oh, Georgia's completely on the map.
Exactly.
And if for no that, I mean, the fact that you guys have the most attendance, it's not even a question. But also, I mean, you can't swing a dead cat in Georgia without hitting a rink. You know what I mean? Like, it's just everywhere.
Right. Right. Yeah, we most definitely have all the rinks in Atlanta. I love the owner from Skate Country. She's a sweetheart as well. So I was able to meet her. She's a real sweetheart. She said a lot of good things about us as well. So it means a lot to us that put a stamp of approval on the shuffle skaters or whoever, because we all won. We all doing this for a reason, because we do it for the love of skating.
And Sparker's skating rink. I mean,
Sparker's taking
majority of our events have been hosted.
Mr. Glenn by Sparkers.
By Sparkles, the owner. So give a shout out to
Sparkers skating rink.
All the Sparkles. I think it's about 13.
It used to be 13 of them.
Yeah, 13 or 14 Sparkles, but we only host parties at Smyrna.
Smyrna. Yeah.
And Glenn Cooney, the Cooney family. Shout out to the Cooney family. They've been, a blessing for us.
Yeah, for us as well.
To be so successful. And
what's the home rink now? What's like if you had your home, like one home base rink? What is it for you guys now?
Right now, at our age, our home base rink is probably Sparkles and Smyrna.
It used to be Cascade.
Cascade. Cascade they're a little younger now. They're I ain't gonna call them wild. They're aggressive.
Yeah.
And I ain't trying to get hurt. I'm 63. I can't be doing no fall.
We started there. We were some of the first skaters at Cascade. So we sort of built up Cascade skating rink.
Yeah.
Because we were some of the first skaters. The ATL originals. That's who we are. ATL.
Yeah. What was the night at Cascade then? Like when you in your day, like what was the night that you just had to be at Cascade?
Sunday night.
Sunday night.
Sunday night was soul night.
Yeah, soul night.
Yeah, Sunday.
So if you could, it might be tough to do, but if you could paint a picture, what was like? I mean, peak time, right? Cascade, soul night. Like what is the vibe? What is that like? If you could just paint a picture for people that are listening, like what did it mean to you? What was it like? What was the whole experience?
Well, for me, I mean the whole vibe was the crowd, the type of skater. We didn't care what style. We had all types of skate styles, in Cascade. But it was the venue, first of all, it was beautiful. It was brand new. The crowd, the skaters and the music, the DJ, the music. It was just one set music, on Sunday nights. It's not like it is now, like 15 different 15 different DJs coming up to Sparkles every other Sunday, but we already knew what the night was going to be, at Cascade. We already knew, stand in line for about an hour
Yeah, to get
just
in.
to get in.
Just
So
to
you
get
had
in.
to get there, you had to get there early. Yeah. So it was awesome.
When did Cascade, or you stopped kind of going to Cascade? What year would that be, you think that was?
2000. We were back and forth.
2013.
Yeah, 2013. We kind of let it go. Because it was a new vibe coming in. New, a younger generation of skaters that was coming in. So
Not
we were going back and forth.
Yeah, we basically around that time. I think what made us migrate to Sparkles and Smyrna was basically Cascade got to start playing trap music. I don't really like trap music.
Okay.
I'm an R&B kind of guy, so
Yeah.
when you stand in your own way and you grow up with that type of music, that's what you want to hear. So Boogie Down, Boogie tell you that he want to hear some of that old school music. So
That
so
funk.
we got away from that and we kept going to Sparkles and Smyrna.
So just to jump back, because I actually wanted to ask this, was there like a big uptick like at Cascade after that movie release, like after ATL came out?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yes.
I would think so.
It was.
Yeah, because everybody wanted to, Cascade. Everybody wanted to go to Cascade, Cascade, Cascade. So when we had already started, trying to get a feel of Sparkles and Smyrna, because we had been there, done that with Cascade. 2006 is when they did the movie, and that kind of, brought that spark back to Cascade. So like I said, we're older now. We let the younger generation, Miss T, Kojak, y'all going to Cascade. We would go just to kind of, give them that little feel, that hype. But then we kind of, moved on.
Yeah. So with now you said you're working on a book right now, or you?
Actually, I've written a story about me and Kojak's life journey in roller skating. And I always said that if we're still roller skating at the age of 50, I'm going to write a story about our journey. And so that's what I've done.
Okay. And so is that available now? I'm sorry.
I'm still working, it's
still
been,
working.
kind of up and down with the, with the finances.
Well, the goal is on our we haven't set the date on our old school. I don't think Miss T said the date. The goal is the book will be we'll be able to get the book in March on our old school event. So
okay. Awesome.
March
Awesome.
it'll be released in March. Also, we had a young lady coming down, Courtney from New York, who's doing a life story on us as well. So she's
Short
doing
film.
that short film story on us as well.
Oh, nice.
We're
What's that?
We're very excited about that because we don't know when the editing, so we're excited as well about that. But the book, we're gonna have the book released, the story, and
What's the? I mean, I get it. So it's basically the story of you both coming up through skating. Is there like a goal? Is there a message that you're like really want to try and communicate, or is it something that you're trying to get across, pass on? What do you think that would be if you could kind of encompass it?
Well, to me, it's the message is no matter what you do in life, do something positive. Don't go out here robbing people, stealing, taking from others. Do something constructive to keep you out of jail. That basically something that's fun, something that's family oriented, something that you can do for a long time. Me and Miss T in our 60s, we still doing it. So just basically keep the kids out of trouble and do something positive with your life.
and so with me, on the romantic side, showing.
Oh God.
But
He's fronting. He's a romantic, isn't he? You can tell.
This video
You know
over,
me. You
you
know
already
me.
know. You already know. But yeah, just a message of love, relationship. You know, it you can go through your trials and tribulation, but with something as simple as a hobby of roller skating,
Yeah.
it's what really still keeping us together.
Yeah.
You know, it has
Over 50 years.
always played
A part in our life.
a big role
Yeah.
in our life. Roller skating, some like I said, that other people think you're just going around and around and around. It's more than that.
Mhm.
It's the relationship, you know, the closeness that you get. You find a partner that you can live the rest of your life with.
But the
Yeah.
thing I like about it for the most part is going out meeting different people, interacting with different peoples and
Yes.
showing people that you love them.
Culture.
It ain't about the color, ain't about where you
No.
from, what state.
Never.
Man, me and Miss T, when I tell you, man,
Mm-mm.
I'm a very sensitive guy, man. I love people, man. And love is a big word. Love is a big.
Yeah.
Mm.
And so,
Mhm.
the shuffle skaters and everybody see us, man. They treat us with a lot of respect and love. We do, and we basically do the same thing.
I wish you could see this wall back here that I've created, and then you could sort of
Oh, I can see a lot of people
that.
sign that too.
You see all those names?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, all those signatures.
Those are names. That was some of the greatest skaters in America from all over, different states. Michelle and Michelle, Billy, all of them been here to sign the
Kim.
wall.
I mean,
Kim,
we've had.
yeah,
I had a
Juicy, all of them
yeah.
have been here.
I had a real bad accident a year ago.
Okay.
Broke this wrist, and I mean, it just took off. I mean, skaters from all over the world came over to our house here
Hmm.
to sign this wall that I made. And that's a big roller skate that I drew. And I'm an airbrush artist.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. We're
Yeah.
going to get to that, but so people just showed up though, just to
I,
show love.
it was like open house here.
Yeah,
It was around the clock. We didn't
we
have to lock the door. It was constant traffic
yeah
coming in and out, flowers. I mean, just
we appreciate everybody. It means a lot.
nothing but love.
It's crazy because for somebody that left, I skated like my big brother skated, and then my sister's the middle, and then I'm the youngest, and we all followed each other. We all worked at the same rink coming up, and then and I stopped basically when I went to college, for years, and I come back around, and first off, I always tell people like how grateful I am that there were all these cats that kind of never left. I felt like they left the light on for somebody like me. You know
Right,
what I mean? But for me to come back at just before I turned 40 and instantaneously, well, I don't want to say it, I kind of had to find my niche. You kind of find where your kind of home is at. But when I found, it didn't take long. And it's crazy, at a rink where I was just talking to somebody about this. I could have 3, 4, 5 face-to-face interactions with somebody. And then the next time I'm talking to them, somebody I've known for 10, 20 years, you know what I mean? Some of the most love I've ever gotten is from people that I haven't known that long in skating, and some I've
Yeah.
known for a long, long time.
Yeah.
I mean, and not just at the rink, reaching out outside of the rink, where
yeah,
you at? How you doing?
yeah.
What's going on? And you said something else too about just every walk of life. Because I go to a rink and I see a crowd of people that in any other setting, I don't know if I'd see them together. You know
Right,
what I mean? It's crazy. I'm best friends with people almost twice my age
Yeah.
to people, half my age. It's crazy, but it works. I
it
don't know.
And
it
it's
does.
real.
It
It's
does.
real. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah.
So if there was something that you guys, just with your experience and how long you've been in the game and doing this, if there was something that you could just leave to skaters, up and coming skaters, or something that you think is important that shouldn't be forgotten about skating, what do you think it would be?
For me, it's just a passion. The if you have the passion for roller skating, we're going to be friends forever.
Hmm.
And if you have that passion and that love for roller skating, okay, it's going to go a long ways. It's going to, you're going to go a long ways with it, and you'll leave a legacy, which means, like our, listening to some of the other podcasts, you can leave that legacy, but don't think about Kojak and myself, or me and Kojak, whatever. You build your own legacy. Be yourself.
Hmm.
Do not try to be like anybody else. It's nothing wrong with loving the style or liking, like I did. I love their style, but you know what? I made it my own. I made it my own. So I would just leave with like other skaters, young, old, whether you're just getting started at 75 years old, it doesn't matter. Become your own skater. I don't want to be like Kojak said, nobody, no other female, no other female,
No
no other
disrespect.
male, no disrespect.
Yeah, it's not about that.
No,
Yeah.
no, because find your lane. I found my lane, and I took off with it, with the grace of God putting us together. And we've been told so many times in life recently, the last, what, 10 years, y'all are the chosen ones. And we're like, by who? But, they say by God. Y'all the chosen ones to lead skating here. And we have reached skaters from all over the world. They may
And you
not
should,
go to the events, every event, but they know us.
yeah, and from what I'm hearing though is like, and whatever that is, whatever that status that others put on you or whatever, that was a natural thing of just being you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not even
Yeah.
trying to get that, not trying
No,
to achieve some status, just
no.
doing your thing. You
That's
know what I
it.
mean? Being you,
That's
and
it.
it just comes.
It just
Right.
comes. Kojak does his thing on skates, on roller skates. I do mine. We some nights we don't even communicate with each other. He's in his zone and I'm in my own zone.
Mm.
And then when we get together, whew, it's showtime.
How much better do you think that your lives together are as a result of skating? Like I mean, is it like could you even picture you two not doing that? Like I mean,
Mm-mm.
it seems like you both were built for this, but you got like the us of you, the two of you, like were built for this. Does that make sense?
That
Yeah,
makes sense. It makes. I don't really think this legacy or this being, they call us legends. I couldn't have done it without Lady T. It couldn't be T.
yeah,
It had to be T and Kojak. It
yeah,
couldn't be just
Mm.
that. We were built for this
yeah,
together. If we weren't doing this, it wouldn't be no us.
yeah. If I was only doing it,
For herself, it
or
wouldn't.
if he was only doing it, I'm a stay-at-home wife, or if I was a stay-at-home wife or something like that, we would be doing this podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Man, I tell you, and people that listen to the podcast heard me say this a billion times. I don't know if you guys relate, but like the thing that for me is like when it comes to just being like being me, and I always say I don't know what this says about me in my personal life. Maybe it's not that good, right? But like skating or at the rink is the most authentic version of myself that I know how to be. It
right.
See,
is like it's the most honest version of me. I know how to do it. I know how to be honest about me and authentic about me better doing that than anything else.
yeah.
Right.
And like I said, maybe that's not a good thing in my personal life,
Well,
but
Right.
we're
I'm
the
just,
same
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. We feel the same
We
way.
feel the same way.
but like yeah, I don't know. I don't get it's just crazy. What are some other big things like or like maybe projects or just some things that like other than like the movie, what are some things that kind of came your way that you just did not expect, maybe like opportunities or things like that that just kind of stay with you the most? That kind of were the most fun or whatever? I don't know. Is something that sticks out to you?
The parties to me, the event.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the events. I mean, nothing, nobody but God.
Mm,
Nobody but God. It's like, I mean, 51 parties in 10 years.
it's crazy.
Come on
Yeah.
now.
I think for me is basically just when you surround other people's all walks of life, it just shows you a different perspective on life. You know,
Yeah.
being around Kim and some of the ATL original skaters, just going out and meeting yourself, and it means a lot. It means a lot to enact with people. Um, I'm just family oriented. I love people. When I tell you my family, you my family. So
Mm,
so I can say it in a moment. I love the shuffle skaters. I do. I love the music. I love the way they conduct themselves. And they just want to skate. We just want to
Yeah.
skate. We
I
want to be.
love
We
my,
want to skate. We love the ATL original.
I
We
love
down.
my
We down for our
skaters.
city.
Yeah.
We down for anybody want to do this and stay positive. We just it's
We don't see
something.
no color.
Yeah, it's just
We
positive.
don't
We
see
love it.
we don't see no color.
Yeah.
mm,
Color. All we see is the love
The
that
love of
we
skating.
all have
We
for
love to
skating.
skate. We love.
mm,
We talk about roller skating every day.
mm.
Yeah.
I think we talk about roller skating every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah, and and it's funny too because like I was just talking to somebody about this, like because even inside skating, right? Like there's like well, first off, most people that skate, right? Like they don't. Most of us, in like our outside personal life, at least for me and most people I know, we don't know a lot of other skaters. You know what I mean? Like from outside the rink, it's not like I got like other skaters in my family, at my church, at my job. I'm on the job and dudes find out I skate and it's like a thing. You know what I mean? Like you hear Vash on roller skates. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
so like, but so then we have this community in like at the rink. But then I think that there's like another tier. There's like a cult kind of mentality of
It
people like where you're talking about can talk about skating every day, all day.
Right.
Those are the people I see at events where I can drive for 8 hours with somebody and we'll talk skating
Yeah.
and no one will think I'm crazy.
Right. Absolutely.
No, exactly. Go out of town skating, go to different events. Different events. We go to. You may start out with Alabama, California, Baltimore. They have skate parties everywhere. When
Mm.
we get to go, we interact. As soon as we walk through the door, that's T and Kojak.
Yeah.
Meet you in person, or something like that. But we all know each other, from social media, but
But it's
I
good.
love it.
It's a good feeling to be identified for to what you have brought to the game of skating and just being very nice to people. Even the pie thing. Now, when I walk in the grocery store, people say, "Man, you that guy at the
I
pie
said,
stuff.
Popeye.
That's the pie guy. I want to take a picture with you." Just
Yeah.
stuff
I was gonna say I wanted to ask you, so how often are you guys getting recognized? Just in
Oh,
your daily life?
everywhere,
in the
everywhere.
grocery stores,
At work. And people have seen that
work.
video on my job now, and they come down to meet me now. So now I do apartment maintenance. I'm a maintenance guy. So when a new when somebody getting a new apartment, they'll introduce me. This is he's a legend. He's this. My manager, she'll do that. She say, "This is Kojak. He's a great skater. He's all over the world." So
Grocery
Yeah.
it
hospitals, no matter where we
it,
go,
it just mean a lot. It mean a lot.
somebody
Cause when you put your time
know
in,
us.
show people that you care about them and you love them. That don't cost you anything.
Mhm.
Mm. Yeah, and people just want to show respect most of the time, man. Like I don't have nearly the interactions that you guys do. Trust me.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, just in like those little time, those very once in a while, very rare instances that anyone might even think they recognize me. Trust me, it's rare. You know what I mean? One is awkward as hell. I'll be honest with you, especially when it first happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, like most people are really cool, man. They just want to.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
believe it or not, even the skaters, it's a lot of skaters that we don't know their names, but they know us, and they get mad. They get
Can't call their
they
name out.
do because I might whisper like, Kojak, like, Kojak, who is that? Or
Mhm.
and just like, hey,
But how
you
many
doing?
times we've been around that you just know people's faces, you don't know their name,
Yeah.
because you
I'm
interact with so many peoples in your life. So
Yeah.
I know your face, but I don't really know your name.
I'm the worst with it. I'm so bad at it, man. And I'm talking about people that come over to me, man. Like they'll come, like I don't know, I'll go down to Florida to an event, and people come over and have a 5-minute conversation and introduce themselves and shake my hand, and then they'll be at Philly and they'll be like, "Hey, what's up, man?" I'm like, "Hey,"
Hey, yeah.
like I don't, And then later, I'm thinking about it, right? Like
Right.
that's what it, because I'm 2 hours late on everything, right? And then I feel bad, right? But
Yeah.
like I can't remember everybody. It's just crazy.
It's unheard
You
of.
can't.
Yeah, it's unheard
You
of.
I
can't.
can't even imagine what it's like for you guys. You kidding
Oh,
me?
Oh
yeah,
my
I know. A while back ago, when I did have my Superman car, when oh well,
I think if you just yeah, that's all
when
right. Let that slip a little bit.
when I had my Superman car, and they see me in my car, they'll roll down the window. They say, "What's up, Kojak?" And I couldn't see very well, and I tell T, "Who was that?"
Yeah.
But 3 weeks ago, I was in a bad accident. Praise God, I totaled my car out, and I walked away from it. And I got a lot of calls. I want to thank everybody for caring about me as well. God spared my life, so
Yeah.
I did. I ran to the wall on my own, for I won't kill anybody else. So it means a lot to me that I came out still with my family. I mean,
I saw those pictures, man. I mean, it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely,
Someone's looking out.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you just can't take life for granted. So a lot of times people don't understand God spare your life by how you treat people. Be
Mm,
mindful, treat people accordingly, treat them the way you want to be treated, and God always watch out for us.
mm.
That's it.
So let me just ask. So what's the next event? Let everybody know what's the next event that you guys are hosting or having or going to or doing whatever. Let everybody know.
Yeah, the next event will be in March. The ATL Original Skaters 11th annual. Is it the 11th?
11, yes.
11th. It has so many. 11th annual Old School Skate Jam. Yeah.
Okay.
March the way.
I don't know the date.
I
I
thought you
haven't
said the
said the date.
ninth.
Oh, we're gonna do it tonight.
Yeah, we got. I think so.
March out.
I think it's
Out.
March.
We'll send it out.
We'll send it
I'll
out as well.
confirm it.
And what rink?
Sparkles in
Smyrna.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, do you guys have any kind of merchandise or anything like that? So, T, you do the T-shirts. You do some crazy airbrush work. That's
Yes. I'm working on a portrait now. But yeah,
She do a little
I
everything:
do
t-shirts,
t-shirts.
shoes,
I don't know if you can
hats.
see it. Let's see. Yeah, t-shirt, vinyl. That's what this is. Customize.
oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. It's a swag room.
Yeah.
It's on the carpet.
And we also have the sparkle carpet.
No, is that what that is?
Yes.
That's what this is. That's it. And you
Here,
see
just
that?
turn the phone over.
Let me see here. Where's my little is that it? Nope. I can't see it, but wait a
Yeah,
minute.
you can just turn it around.
Let me
Oh,
see.
I can see. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
That
how'd you guys come by that?
Kojak can tell you
Um,
that.
Sparkles, Mr. Glenn was getting new carpet in the skating rink, so we went there to talk about one of the events we having, and I say, God, me, Mr. Glenn, I said, what you gonna do with that all the stuff that's left over? He said, I'm gonna throw it away. I said, I would sure like to have it and put it in our garage.
This is our garage,
This
by
is
the
our
way.
garage,
That's
our
set
car
up.
garage. And he
It's
said,
a nice ass garage.
yeah, that,
Carpet garage.
he said, oh, that brand means a lot. I'll give it to you. I can't give it to everybody else, because if you do
Mm-hmm.
crazy in there, that can kill our brand. So we were fortunate he gave it to us, and we had somebody to install it in our home.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's some respect. It's trust.
Yeah.
It's
Absolutely,
everything. I mean, that's the dude's name.
that's,
That's
that's
it.
right.
Can't mess that up. No way.
Don't spill nothing.
Yeah.
All right. So, And are there any, beside the ATL originals, was there another event that I had seen though that you guys do as well? Or is this something that you were attending maybe?
We do a big council skate jam as well.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
And
you mean
when,
the
Event,
individual events?
yeah.
Oh yeah, we do old school,
Council.
rolling for cancer. It's called Kicking Cancer in the Aid. That's what
yeah.
this shirt is. Yeah, the pink and the black. So it's Kicking Cancer
We
in
used
the
to
Aid.
give five skate parties a year. We used to do MLK, and we did
Columbus Day.
Columbus Day, but we cut some of them off. It was
Memorial.
Memorial Day, so we getting 5 or 6 a year.
Yeah.
Now, were you, so you guys had, you said 365 when you had like 365 during COVID. Were you guys still skating all through COVID?
Maybe that one night we didn't know about COVID.
Okay.
That's why we still had 345.
Yeah, when COVID hit, a lot of the skating rinks closed down. But Glenn, some of the younger skaters wanted to skate, so he opened up every now and then for them to skate.
I didn't know.
But he had a lot of
about
things. You know, you had to wear a mask or something like that, so he will make sure he had a lot of sanitizer put out, sanitize your hands. So he had it very safe for everybody whoever wanted to skate.
Well, I didn't know that until we actually got there to the rink.
Yeah.
And everybody was, I was like, where is everybody? And it was like, T, haven't you heard about what's going on? I was like, no, what's going on? I didn't know anything about COVID.
We just started skating in the garage.
I didn't know anything about COVID that night.
Hmm.
Still, we was like, nobody's really here. And
Nobody. You said 350 people. You're nobody.
Yeah, it was like very light.
That's my kind of nobody. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I most definitely have mad respect for the Shuffle Skaters event. They skate for the love of skating. They don't have 3, 4, 5, 600 skaters. They skate because they love skating. They don't do no talking. They come right in. They put their skates on, and they get right to it.
Yeah, yeah.
And a lot of people, they say we want to go with y'all. I say this is not for everybody.
No,
because if you can't skate, you're gonna get ran over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy because like I said, going down south, it was like the slower it got or the faster it got, depending on zip code. The first time I went to a USA Shuffle event, it was the first time that I was skating again after fracturing an ankle.
Wow.
So, and I literally like was saving it, right? Like I didn't even want to test it out before I went down because I was like, yo, if I'm going to get messed up, I might as well have it there. And at least I got some in. Right. So like that, right. I mean, that was literally my mentality, but I was like, but I got there and I was like, because people were telling me, now, trust me, I'm not worried about keeping up, but
right.
Going on an ankle, it just hasn't really been road tested yet. Mm-hmm. But, so let me tell you a funny story. This is what's crazy about it. So the first night is Kennesaw. That's the concrete floor, right?
Concrete floor, right.
Yeah. So they're going. And I'm like, we're moving. There's probably like 3 separate lines going. Mm-hmm. People moving, right? Moving.
Right.
Somebody goes down, right? And it was significant enough where they cut the music, bring up the lights, make sure everything's cool, right? Mm-hmm. Now, this is my first event, right? So, and it was, I don't remember who it was. It wasn't serious, but it was serious enough where they had to take their time, get this person off the floor.
Right.
They were definitely jarred, let's say.
Oh, wow.
So in my mind, though, I'm thinking, okay, all right. So like we definitely kind of built up to that because that was the first kind of time that like the night really started moving, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, all right, well, probably what's going to happen now because this, somebody just went down. It was kind of like, emergency situation, kind of, sort of. But right. I'm like, people are probably going to chill for a little while now, right? They're just going to kind of chill and be like, because like, someone just went down. It will eventually build back up, but it's going to, nope, boom, that off the floor with that person, lights down, boom, and they just went, you know what I mean? Like, and there was a moment where I was like, man, if you don't skate and you don't get this probably looks so disrespectful. It does. But people, so everyone was there for the same reason. Everybody got it. Even that person that went down, they understood. Yeah. They knew what the situation was. And then what's funny is I immediately, like, even though my mentality or my thinking was like, oh, okay, we'll probably kind of chill for a little bit and we'll eventually get back up there. Even though I thought that initially, when I saw the complete opposite happen, I got it immediately. I was like, everybody's here for the same thing, man.
That's right.
You know, and I had a blast. It's
Yeah.
a whole different thing down there.
It's
Let me
fun.
tell you.
Yes, it is.
Whew.
And, you know, that's why you use the word legends are born. And I want to give a shout out to one of my favorite skaters is Chase. I love that kid. I love that kid.
Yeah.
And I talked about him so much to everybody, and they couldn't believe it. No one believed that I was saying this kid keep up with it with grown people. They did not believe it. I shot a video and showed it to them. They couldn't believe it.
Next
year, go.
Yeah.
That kid is he's remarkable.
Yeah, Chase is a beast.
He's a beast. He's a legend. He's already a legend. What he doing? He keep Billy.
Yeah, well, and now like I'm seeing these more recent videos of him just killing it in the middle.
That's right, killing it in the middle.
Oh yeah, you got it.
You know, because everything you saw at Chase was always, like the shuffle thing.
Absolutely.
I saw these videos just the other day, and they were like more recent, and I mean, just doing his thing in the middle.
Yes.
They. So I don't know if you saw, he got voted Skater of the Month. The Skate Like You.
Yeah, I saw that.
And let me tell you guys. So like the votes come in every month. He was always in the top 5 ever since I started this thing. Yeah. Always. And then the past where it just happened, it wasn't even close.
Wow.
Like, people love that kid.
Yeah.
They really, really do.
It's awesome. Matter of fact, I ordered 2 shirts I got to get from him. And when I first met him, he said, his parents said, "You Kojak and you Chase, take a picture with him." Chase, we took a picture with him, and I had my steering wheel. I said, "Chase, you gonna drive this car?" Steering wheel. He's going around there with it. It's fun though. He's a great kid. He's great. His parents are wonderful.
I'm so glad you brought that up. So the steering wheel, where does that come from? Tell everybody what that thing
is. It's a California thing. It's a California thing. It comes from Cali. One of my friends, he introduced it to me, Sideways Skate Club, and then Floss the boss, and I told him, no disrespect, and he said, "Kojak, you can use it." So I went and purchased my own steering wheel, so I just take it to another level now. Yeah. But shouts out to Sideways Skate Crew.
Yeah, because you're becoming synonymous with that thing now, man.
Oh man, hey, it's kind of ironic. I left my keys in the house and grabbed my steering wheel. I thought, I didn't even get in the car.
Yeah, one of these things, man, does not belong. All right. Well, look, I don't want to hold you guys up too long, but I do want to just give the floor to you. If there's anything that you guys want to throw out there, anything that you want to say, any message you want to pass along, feel free. Whatever you want to say.
Well, first of all, we want to thank you so much for bringing us on. So it means a lot to us. You mean a lot to us as well. Keep doing what you're doing. Awesome. Keep doing what you're doing, because your podcasts I watch them, they are wonderful and they're great. And I want to shout out to anybody. Respect your OGs. Respect everybody who built this for you. It means a lot. And respect everybody's culture. And tell people that you really, truly love them, because tomorrow is not promised to you.
That's right. And for me, the same, we want to thank you so much for giving us, putting us on this platform, because it may be, if it's only 1 or 2 skaters out there that's heard our story, keep it going, just keep skating alive. After we're gone, the next generation, Chase, keep going, get your friends involved in roller skating. It's something very, very positive. Even the younger generation, the older generation over Chase. So we got to keep this going, because we are one.
Well, thank you guys so much. I mean, seriously, for doing this, it means so much to me. I have so much respect. I never even think twice about doing a podcast recording with you guys. I was so fired up. I was nervous. I was everything, man. It means everything. Thank you so much. People are gonna love it.
Thank you. We thank you.
All right, guys.
And we got to come to Philly and skate with you as well. We got
man. Well, I got to come down there. That's why.
You most certainly do.
We appreciate you. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No
You're
problem.
welcome.
Have a good night, guys.
Take care
You
of
too.
yourself.
Bye
God
bye.